And welcome back to Daily Red Devil. We have so much to discuss on this morning's show. But before we get into that, please do me a small favour. If you are watching the channel for the first time today, don't forget to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, get yourselves involved. And we have a big question as well this morning. We're going to talk about Adrien Rabiot. I know Adrien Rabiot seems to be a topic every single transfer window, so I do apologise, but it is a new show, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, Adrien Rabiot to Manchester United, how does everybody feel about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Should Manchester United sign Adrien Rabiot? Get your thoughts in right now. Very, very interested to see what you guys have to say on this one. I feel like we're going to get a whole mixture of opinions here. I imagine most people are going to say no, but again, very interested to see. So get in the comment section right now. Let me know, should Manchester United sign Adrien Rabiot? I'm going to start off and say, I mean, it doesn't really fill me with much excitement, but if it's him or nothing, I guess I would take him. Obviously, we're not going to get Carlos Baleba at this point. Do I think Adrien Rabiot is the answer? Not really. I mean, yeah, it's pretty underwhelming, isn't it? I mean, pretty underwhelming. Very underwhelming is probably a better way of wording it. Yeah, I would say no. But like I said, if we have no other option, then I guess yeah. I know that's a bit of a rubbish answer, but I mean, to go from Carlos Baleba, Premier League proven, to Adrien Rabiot, it's a bit like it's just pretty disappointing, really, isn't it? What do you guys think? Like, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Adrien Rabiot is the answer? Do you think I'm maybe being harsh on him? Do you think he, would come in and do a really good job? I think he's just turned 30, high wages. Apparently, he's being offered around Europe. I don't even know where he is anymore. Is he at? I think he's at what are they called? Let me check. I can't remember what they're called. I know the name's in my head. Oh, he's at Marseille now. I thought he was at that other team, the other French team with loads of money. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, effectively he's been offered around Europe. That's the headline this morning. So apparently they've been transfer listed for unacceptable behaviour. This is on the BBC website. It says Marseille have placed Adrien Rabiot on the transfer list for unacceptable behaviour following last week's defeat at Rennes. It says the French midfielder was reported to have been involved in a spat after the League One fixture. Marseille said in a statement the decision to put the pair up for sale was taken due to unacceptable behaviour in the dressing room after the game. I mean, this sounds like the exact kind of profile we don't need. So effectively, Marseille are trying to sell him because of some sort of issue, some sort of attitude issue. We're trying to get rid of players with a bad attitude, and yet we're linked to a player who's literally just been put on the transfer list because he has a bad attitude. That's literally what Marseille have said. They said that his behaviour is unacceptable, so they're going to get rid of him. So, I mean, after reading that, I hadn't actually read that bit. I just read that he'd been offered to Manchester United for around 15 to 20 million euros. But having read that, yeah, I definitely would not sign him. Not a hope in hell. Definitely would get rid of him in a heartbeat. Sorry, not get rid of him. I wouldn't sign him in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? I can't get my words out this morning. But I definitely would not sign Adrien Rabiot if he's being rejected because of an on-field issue, having a fight with one of his teammates, it says pretty much. Yeah, so it's definitely a no from me. But you can let me know your thoughts on that one in the comment section below. Would you sign Adrien Rabiot? For me, it's a definite no. If you disagree, then let me know your thoughts. But moving on from there, let's talk a little bit about a massive bid that has been rejected. So Manchester United apparently accepted an offer for Garnacho from Bayern Munich, which is mad, right? And apparently Garnacho has rejected Bayern Munich as well. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano. He's rejected Bayern Munich. And Chelsea apparently only value Garnacho at about 20 million. I mean, it's a joke, isn't it? So we had the opportunity here to sell him to Bayern for big money. Manchester United apparently accepted that offer, and Garnacho's rejected it and said, I'm not going there. I only want to go to Chelsea. He's completely backed us into a corner where effectively now we just have to take whatever Chelsea offer us because he's just refusing to go anywhere else. It's just ridiculous, man. It's so frustrating. That was coming from Fabrizio. But apparently Manchester United will only sell him if the price is right. Fabrizio has said that here we go for Garnacho to Chelsea is expected soon, though. If we don't get at least 50 million for him, it's a joke. I'm sorry. We gave Chelsea 55 million for Mason Mount, right? If we can't get... They just sold Madueke to Arsenal for 50 million. If we can't get 50 million for Garnacho, it's an absolute joke. I'm sorry. I don't care whether he's fallen out with the manager. I don't care. If we end up selling him for like 20, 25 million, that is literally laughable. Imagine what we could do with 50 million straight profit. That gets us a midfielder and a goalkeeper, probably. You know, in relation to PSR. Yeah, so it's very annoying. Really, really annoying. The fact that he had an offer on the table from Bayern Munich, a big offer that Manchester United were ready to accept. And he rejected that and says, I only want to go to Chelsea. And Chelsea are saying that we value him at 20, 25 million. I mean, it's literally laughable. Actually is laughable. You know, we still need to get a midfielder and a goalkeeper. And we have, 10 days left of the window. Now we're backed into a corner. We've got Jadon Sancho, who, again, this morning, DiMarzio reporting that Manchester United have now reached an official agreement for Jadon Sancho to Roma. Great. 19 million euros plus 5 million in bonuses. Apparently Sancho's rejected it. So we have two players here, Garnacho and Sancho, where we've had decent offers on the table. Bayern Munich putting in an offer for Garnacho. Manchester United accept it. Garnacho rejects it. I'm not going there. Jadon Sancho's had offers from Besiktas, from Roma, from Chelsea. No, I don't want to go to any of those places. I mean, where does he think he's going to go? Does he think that Real Madrid are going to come knocking for him or Barcelona? I don't understand. Where does Jadon Sancho think he's going to end up? There's nobody else that wants him. He's rejected Chelsea, Champions League, Premier League team. He's rejected Besiktas. Okay, fair enough. Maybe the Turkish league isn't that great of a level, whatever. He's now rejected Roma, one of the biggest clubs in Serie A, one of the most historic football teams in the world. Who does he think is going to sign him? Maybe he doesn't even want to get signed by somebody. Maybe he is just happy to just hang around Carrington for the next 12 months. It's just mind-blowing, honestly. It's mind-blowing the position that these players are in. Yeah, it's literally mind-blowing. I don't really know how else to word it, man. But are we surprised? Are we surprised? No, not really. So that's the latest on Garnacho. That's the latest on Jadon Sancho. Rasmus Højlund, again, we're talking about a loan deal here. What is the point in loaning out Rasmus Højlund? It just seems completely illogical, realistically. Again, that's a no from me. I would not loan out Rasmus Højlund. I just think it's pointless. I don't know what you guys think, but I just think it's completely pointless. We need as much strikers in our team as possible. And at the moment, we have one in Šeško, who's only just come to the league, yeah? What is the logic in us now deciding that we're going to get rid of our only other striker? I mean, if we were then going to bring in another striker, great. But in reality, that's not going to happen, is it? So I don't really understand the logic behind that either. Stupid, man. Stupid, but it's hardly surprising, is it? Other transfer-related news, I mean, it's relatively quiet. There isn't really that much other news going on. I'm going to be honest. It's gone very, very quiet. Hopefully we get some more news on outgoings. Hopefully we get some, some big news coming out in the next couple of days about players leaving. But at the moment, it seems that every single player that we want to sell has us backed into a corner. And we agree transfers with other teams. Sancho to Bayern. No, Sancho to Chelsea. No. Sancho to Besiktas. No. Sancho to Roma. No. Garnacho to Bayern. No. I don't really see where we go from here, man. I don't. Some people are saying let's let him rot in the reserves. I mean, that is an option at this stage, isn't it? We could just leave him in the reserves and see how he likes that. But in relation to other news, it's relatively quiet, unfortunately. There's not really too much to report. Obviously, the Sancho story, the Rabiot story, we've spoke about that. apparently there was a bid for Harry Amas from PSV that was rejected. I mean, I'm glad about that. So that's not, it doesn't say how much it is, but apparently there was a bid rejected from Manchester United for Harry Amas. PSV were trying to sign him on a permanent deal. So I'm glad that they didn't do that. That would have been a mistake in my opinion. There are some murmurs saying that Tom Heaton should start for Man United. I actually wouldn't agree. I do agree. I think if we're not going to sign a new goalkeeper, then at this stage, Tom Heaton should be the number one. And I know that's laughable to say that a guy at the age of 40 who's barely played football for, I mean, he played in the pre-season, but he doesn't play very often, does he? Like, the fact that we're now thinking that the third choice goalkeeper should be number one, I genuinely would have him as the number one goalkeeper now. I'm not even joking. So that shows how desperate we are in the goalkeeper position. The fact that Bayern and Onana are both like, well, let's be honest, they're not very good, are they? So yeah, but anyway, I'm not going to ramble on too long because it feels like Groundhog Day again at the moment. But I hope everyone has an amazing day. Hopefully more stuff starts to happen and we can do more videos. But at the moment, it's gone very quiet. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back live tomorrow. If anything breaks today, I will also obviously go live. Make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. This has been Daily Red Devil, and I'll speak to you all on the next one. Bye for now.